Deion Sanders responds to questions about his future at Colorado. In the high-altitude realm of Boulder, Colorado, a palpable tension hangs in the air, a stark contrast to the unbridled optimism that heralded the arrival of Deion coach Prime Sanders. The Prime Effect, a cultural tsunami that brought unprecedented media attention, sold-out stadiums, and a tidal wave of high-profile recruits to a once moribund football program, is facing its most significant test. The immediate catalyst for this growing unease was a brutal 53-7 demolition at the hands of Kyle Whittingham's disciplined and physical Utah Utes, a game that served as more than just a loss. It was a sobering reality check. This on-field struggle, compounded by the looming departure of cornerstone players and persistent questions surrounding Sanders' own health, has ignited a firestorm of speculation. How long will the Hall of Fame icon remain at the helm of the Colorado Buffaloes? The current narrative is a world away from the initial euphoria. When Sanders was hired, he didn't just take over a football team. He orchestrated a complete cultural revolution. The Colorado Buffaloes program had been languishing in obscurity for the better part of 2 decades, a perennial afterthought in the Pac-12 conference. Sanders, with his magnetic charisma and larger-than-life persona, promised a revival. He famously utilized the transfer portal with surgical and unprecedented aggression, overhauling the roster and declaring, "I'm bringing my luggage with me, and it's Lewis." This brought in a constellation of talent, most notably his son, quarterback Shedeur Sanders, and two-way phenom Travis Hunter. The immediate results were electric. National television crews descended on Boulder, celebrity guests populated the sidelines, and merchandise sales skyrocketed. The team's early success created a national spectacle, positioning Coach Prime as a revolutionary figure in modern college football. However, the foundation of this rapid ascent is now showing significant cracks. The very strategy that brought initial success, a heavy reliance on top-tier transfer talent, has also exposed a lack of foundational depth, particularly along the offensive line. Shedeur Sanders, despite putting up heroic numbers, has been one of the most pressured quarterbacks in the nation, a testament to the team's struggles in the trenches. The loss to Utah was a masterclass in this disparity, as a fundamentally sound, well-coached Utes team physically dominated the Buffaloes, exposing the gap between star power and a sustainably built program. This has led to a critical juncture. The projection for the 2025 season, post-Shedeur and Hunter's all-but-certain departure for the NFL draft, looks daunting. Pundits and fans alike are now asking the tough question: is the Prime Effect a sustainable model for program building, or was it a spectacular, short-lived phenomenon built around a handful of generational talents? Adding a deeply personal and serious layer to this professional uncertainty are Deion Sanders' recent and well-documented health challenges. The concerns are not trivial. Just 3 weeks ago, he underwent a significant medical procedure to address blood clots in his leg, a recurring issue that has plagued him and even led to amputations in the past. This came only months after a frightening battle with an aggressive form of bladder cancer, a fight he thankfully won. For any individual, these are life-altering events. For a high-stress, relentlessly demanding head coach of a major college football program, they naturally raise questions about long-term viability and personal well-being. The public concern is genuine, stemming from a place of respect for the man who has given so much to the sport. Confronted with this confluence of professional pressure and personal health concerns, Sanders has remained publicly steadfast, projecting an aura of unshakable focus. In a recent interview with the Associated Press, he addressed the swirling rumors about his future with a philosophy that has become his mantra. "I'm a one-day-at-a-time type of guy," Sanders stated, immediately deflecting long-term speculation to focus on the immediate task. "We've got to win. That's the only thing I'm worried about. My health is wonderful. I'm good. I'm not thinking about anything but winning." This one-day-at-a-time approach is classic coaching rhetoric, designed to keep a team grounded amidst external noise. Yet, for Sanders, it resonates with a deeper, more personal truth. forged in the crucible of his health battles. He further elaborated on his commitment, framing his coaching career not as a job, but as a calling that gives him purpose. "I'm going to coach until I don't have that urge to get up in the morning and go get it and go help and go be a blessing," he added, linking his professional drive directly to his sense of purpose and vitality. This statement is reinforced by the significant commitment the University of Colorado made to him. Last March, following a successful 9-win season in his second year, which secured the program's first bowl bid in half a decade, Sanders signed a lucrative 5-year, $54 million contract extension. This contract is a testament to the immense value he has already brought to the university in terms of revenue, branding, and national relevance. The administration bet big on Coach Prime, and for them, the return on investment is measured not just in ticket sales and TV ratings, but ultimately in sustained on-field success. Perhaps most revealingly, Sanders directly confronted the narrative that his coaching duties were detrimental to his health. He flipped the script, arguing that the structure, purpose, and passion of coaching are, in fact, essential to his recovery and well-being. "My health is not going to increase sitting on the lake fishing," Sanders explained with characteristic candor. "My health is not going to increase sitting at my property in Texas, having a good time or sitting back, drinking some sweet iced teas and eating some honey buns and watching television." He powerfully concluded, "I'm not damaging or putting my health at risk by doing what I'm doing. Matter of fact, it's enhancing my health, doing the things I do." In his view, the challenge of leading young men, the strategic chess match of game day, and the daily grind of building a program are the very things that fuel his spirit and give him a reason to fight. It's a compelling argument that coaching is his therapy, his motivation, and his path to a healthier life. Nevertheless, the immediate future remains precarious. The Buffalo's regular season concludes with a challenging slate of games against Arizona, West Virginia, Arizona State, and Kansas State. The path to bowl eligibility is narrow and fraught with difficulty. Failure to secure at least a couple of victories in this final stretch would mean another season ending without a bowl game, a significant step back after the progress of the previous year. Such an outcome would only amplify the questions about the program's trajectory and Sanders' long-term strategy. The coming weeks will, therefore, serve as a crucial barometer for the state of the Colorado program, testing its resilience and its ability to win when the spotlight is at its most intense. For Deion Sanders, the challenge is clear: to prove that the substance of his program can ultimately match the unprecedented style, one day at a time.